finally, Clinton's claim last week that she came under sniper attack in Bosnia in 1996.
I remember landing under sniper fire. There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base.
But those of us on that trip recall it differently. Instead of running for cover, Clinton was greeted by a schoolgirl who read her a poem of welcome. Accompanying the First Lady, Chelsea Clinton, singer Sheryl Crow, and comedian Sinbad to entertain the troops. Although Clinton's C-17 did make a corkscrew landing, standard for a battle zone.
What stuns me about this is the explicitness of her recollection combined with the certitude in that video clip that this all really happened. Now we're told she misspoke. Why is she doing this? She doesn't need to. It just hurts her.
For that, Clinton was awarded 4 Pinocchios from the Washington Post's fact checker. A campaign spokesman today acknowledged that Clinton misspoke last week, but did describe the trip accurately in her autobiography 5 years ago. Brian?
Andrea Mitchell in Washington for us tonight. Andrea, thanks. There's also in a way, about the coverage of this race. 2 veteran political journalists writing on the website Politico put the race this way, quote, "One big fact has largely been lost in the recent coverage. Hillary Rodham Clinton has virtually no chance of winning." With us to roll that quote around tonight, our Washington bureau chief, Tim Russert. Tim, it's a harsh assessment if you're the Clinton campaign. What do you say to that?
Here's the view, Brian, and the Democrats are increasingly concerned about the time and money that is being spent by these candidates against each other. The Obama campaign is saying, we are ahead in elected delegates. We have won more state contests, and we have won the cumulative popular vote. And no matter what happens in the 10 remaining contests between now and June, that is not going to change because of proportional allocation. The Clinton campaign will counter, hold on. The fact is, we have the Pennsylvania primary 1 month from tomorrow, and that could change a lot of thinking amongst the superdelegates. And if we parlay a big victory in Pennsylvania on April 22 into victories on May 6th in North Carolina, Indiana, we will prove to the superdelegates that it is Hillary Clinton who's more electable than Barack Obama, despite his early success in the early primaries and caucuses.
And Tim, on that exact point, if you use the superdelegates to win, the writers at Politico have an answer for that too. They write, quote, "An African-American opponent and his backers would be told that even though he won the contest with voters, the prize is going to someone else. People who think that scenario is even remotely likely are living on another planet." Well, that gets tougher, doesn't it?
It sure does. The Clinton campaign acknowledges it would be risky. In fact, you would have significant numbers of black delegates, of young delegates, leaving the convention hall unhappy. And how would you rebuild the party? But they counter, it would be even riskier to nominate someone who couldn't win. The bottom line, Brian, this is very uphill with all the mathematical metrics that are being used for Hillary Clinton. She needs to win Pennsylvania decisively, and she needs to win North Carolina, Indiana on May 6th, according to people I've talked to in both political campaigns and in the Democratic Party.
All right, well, let that be the last word, at least for tonight. Tim Russert in Washington, always a pleasure. Thanks.